I've been with this company for 43 years, and I've actually been CEO for almost a dozen years. And I'm going to do what's in the best interest of this company, which is something the board's clearly going to help determine. And while I'm confident that my successor is going to be chosen on a timely basis and chosen well, if it's in the best interest of the company for me to extend my term, I'm open to that.
Well, let's get more from our entertainment reporter, Chris Palmeri. He's joining us live from Los Angeles. Chris, we'll talk about Iger a little bit later on, but let's go over the results first. It seems like the struggles in ESPN really taking the spotlight once again.
Yeah, I mean, the company has taken great pains to telegraph that this was going to be a difficult year, but you really saw it in the numbers. And ESPN is the culprit. Ratings are down, revenue is down, profits are down. One of the big problems is the rising costs of sports. There are an additional $600 million they're paying this year for National Basketball Association rights. But the underlying problem is that the people just aren't watching as much.
And with Bob Iger here, you know, this is the first time we actually heard very candidly that he might extend his tenure beyond his current contract right now. How much weight or how significant is this that he will stay in the company?
I think it's what investors and analysts had sort of expected. We had reported there really wasn't an active search. A search firm hadn't been hired. You can see now with the trouble they're having in ESPN, and also the announcement today they're opening their Star Wars theme parks in 2019. To extend his contract beyond June of 2018 gives him a little more time to work on those and maybe even see the fruits of some of his work.
And Chris, what about Shanghai Disney, right, and how it performed? Because that's been one of his big pet projects.
And that's really one of the reasons why it seems he's stuck around. He had his contract renewed the last time, and there was a lot of news about this today. They said it's welcomed 7 million visitors since it opened in June. They've had a capacity attendance for Chinese New Year, 65,000 people a day, and going through 5 tons of rice per day. So they consider this park a big hit.
Wow, that's a lot of rice, Chris. All right,
that's
what
a way
about
to measure things?
What about turning around ESPN though? Because that's a juggernaut, right? How are they going to turn that around?
Well, he's articulated some of that, including today. I mean, there's a big push to be in every kind of new digital package that's available. And they have to take ESPN if they want to take any of the Disney channels. So there's that. They also made a big investment, $1 billion in Major League Baseball Online, which is a vehicle for them to offer an ESPN direct-to-consumer service, which they're going to do this year. And Bob talked about potentially other direct-to-consumer services like direct-to-Disney channel, a monthly subscription for that.